And we're back with Alex Gibney and Dr. Rick Bright. Joy.
Yes, Alex, this is a great film. Everybody should watch it if you want to see what happened here since January, I guess. And you interviewed countless scientists, didn't you? Medical professionals and government officials for the film. But you couldn't get current members of the Trump administration, the CDC or the FDA. They would not agree to talk to you on the record. Why is that?
Good question. I mean, from the very moment we started the film, we reached out to HHS, we reached out to the White House, we reached out to CDC, we reached out to FDA. No one would agree to speak to us on the record. I should tell you, though, that one of the most disquieting things was that we also reached out to a number of people inside the CDC who, off the record, were terrified. They felt that their emails were being monitored, their phone calls were being monitored, and they were desperately afraid that if they talked up, they would be retaliated against.
In what way? What do they think will happen to them? Retaliated against in what way? You mean violence, physical retaliation?
They would be fired or publicly humiliated. I mean, I think that there was tremendous pressure for scientists to be able to steer scientific fact in a political direction for the benefit of the Trump administration. And indeed, they installed an official, Michael Caputo, with whom we spoke a number of times, whose job it was to make sure that nobody from the CDC spoke out in any way by telling the truth in any way that would offend or steer against what the Trump administration was trying to put out as a matter of propaganda.
That's a cover-up.
Well, Dr. Bright, you say many of your former colleagues in the administration also acknowledge the pressure they're getting from the White House to stay on message. If this is true, then can we trust even what Dr. Fauci is saying or the guidelines that the CDC is putting out?
We need to hear directly from the scientists at the CDC, at the FDA, and at the NIH. If the message from those career scientists is getting filtered or manipulated or overruled or rewritten by the White House or by politicians, then we can't trust that information. So we need to give them the ability to speak up and tell the truth. We need to listen to the career scientists underneath the director of the CDC. We need to hear to Dr. Fauci, but Dr. Fauci's words are even being manipulated and changed and misconstrued. And so even with strong leaders that we have with Dr. Fauci and others, it's still very difficult to get the truth out of this administration.
Well, knowing the pressure that the scientists are under to fast-track a vaccine, what is your advice to Americans? Should they take it once it's available? Should they not?
You know, it's a really good question. A vaccine is going to be one of the most important tools to help us get through and end this pandemic. Americans need to be able to trust that vaccine and making sure that it has been fully evaluated by scientists and experts who know and will say that it is safe to use and it works. If the scientists and the FDA advisory panel that is comprised of world-leading scientists and experts, if they say that it is safe and can be used, and if that message is accepted by the FDA and not manipulated, not overruled or rewritten by the HHS secretary or the White House, then I believe we can trust the experts. But if the White House intervenes, if the White House pressures, then I think we need to evaluate our decisions very carefully.
So I want to ask a really fast question. If Biden gets elected, do you think he'll be able to get this under control with you all's help?
You know, I think this is about leadership, and we need strong leadership, and we're not seeing that in the White House today. Remember, this pandemic, this virus is not a political issue. It is about life and death. And what we need are honest leaders who will guide our country through it.
Gotcha. Thanks to Alex Gibney and Dr. Rick Bright. Totally Under Control will be available tomorrow. Please watch it. It's important. It will be on Apple TV. And we, of course, will be right